Hi guys, so there's more Halloween news coming out online, and this is regarding the new images that have been posted online. I don't know if they were leaked or not, I think they're actually official, but they've been posted online. There's 4 new images, 3 of them are very interesting, one of them's okay, and it comes at a good time because a lot of people were asking Blumhouse and Jason Blum, is this Halloween going to be R-rated? Of course it's going to be R-rated, but a lot of people are still asking because this is 2018 and we do get a lot of PG-13 horror movies these days, and within Blumhouse as well we're getting some PG-13 movies. So some people were a little worried as to, is Halloween going to be R-rated or PG-13? And the image has been posted online today. I think it was intentional, just to let everyone know that yes, it's going to be rated R, and these images show that yes, it is very R rated. Now we'll start with the least interesting image, and that is the one of the part in the trailer that we already saw. It's just a different angle. You see the body under the sheet. Now some people do think it's Michael Myers, some people think it's one of his victims. It looks like it's most likely going to be the babysitter. Now this could all change because with the trailer coming out, it's an older trailer than the reshoots that were happening, so some of the reshoots might rectify or change some things that are happening in the trailer. So from what we saw in the trailer, this looks like it could be the babysitter, and from this angle in this image it doesn't look like it's Michael at all because it looks too small to be Michael. With that person sitting down, they're almost eye level with the top of the fish tank, so it's most likely not going to be Michael Myers. It looks like someone a lot smaller than him, and this is just showing us that yes, it's most likely not Michael Myers. We don't see the feet in this image. They've obviously cut off the feet for a reason so that we can't see the shoes, because we saw one of the shoes in the trailer. So I don't think this is Michael Myers, but again, this isn't a very interesting image. One thing that I forgot to mention in my trailer breakdown that a lot of people were questioning was, in the trailer we saw somebody else in the other window when Michael Myers was in the window, when Jamie Lee Curtis saw him, when Laurie Strode saw him in the other window. But we saw a kind of blue hue in that window with that person's head, so it's most likely going to be the sheriff played by Will Patton in that particular scene when he finds the body. So I don't think that's a major Easter egg, it just looks like the same scene but broken down into different parts of the trailer. Now the other 3 images are very fascinating for all different reasons, and I'll go through those because each image has something that I like to talk about, and the first one being this image with Will Patton, the sheriff, who finds one of the bodies on the ground. This looks like it could be one of 2 scenes. It looks like it could be one of the scenes with when the bus crashes and Michael's getting away, or it could be one of the finale scenes when Will Patton is going to the house to investigate what's happening. This image in particular I really like because I love the lighting of this image. This looks like a classic John Carpenter movie. This might be a part of this, one of the scenes that John Carpenter had a hand in maybe the cinematography, because you see the blue hue coming from the left hand side, just like it was in the room where the sheriff finds the body. So at the left hand side you see all that blue lighting just like the original Halloween, and it reminds me of the fog as well. And then at the right hand side you see this light coming down showing detail on the body. Again, we can't see it too much in this image because it's just a production still, but the image itself is very powerful and shows us that this looks like it could be the same style as the original Halloween. Now if you are underage, I would recommend maybe not looking at these 2 images because even though they're fake, they are quite graphic, so look away now if you are underage. So this 3rd image is another sheriff who's obviously been killed by Michael, and it looks to me like what I said about the trailer. When he drops the teeth down to that girl, he's tormenting her, he's taunting her, just like he did in the original Halloween with the ghost sheet. A lot of people disagreed with me and they think that Michael wouldn't do something like that out of fun, but personally I think to me that's his form of having fun and just taunting people, and with this image it's the exact same. He's obviously, it looks like a fire poker or some sort of thing in the sheriff's head. He slit his throat, and that looks like a real head to me. I don't think it's a dummy. Again, it's one of 2 things. It's either a dummy head for Halloween that he's stuffed with light, or it's a real head that he's cut somebody's head off, maybe another sheriff. I can't quite tell who it could be from the cast list, so I don't really know. If you know, maybe leave your comments down below. I don't see it as much of a spoiler because I can see a lot of police officers being killed in this movie, and he's probably just one of many. So yeah, it's a very interesting image, and it just tells us for definite that it's not going to be PG-13. This looks like it's a hard R rating. This is another interesting one. It looks like a cross between Nomak from Blade 2 and Jason Voorhees in the final chapter, Friday the 13th Part 4. As soon as I saw this image, that reminded me of both of those characters. But yeah, again, this is just another thing, it's another way of telling us that yeah, this is definitely an R-rated movie. This looks like it's maybe one of the people who work in the garage or the garage if you're from the USA. The overalls he's wearing, that could be the overalls that Michael takes, I'm not too sure. Or it could be one of his colleagues that gets the overalls taken off him, because we do see the dead body with no overalls on, so it could be one of both. But yeah, this looks like it's in some sort of gas station. I could be wrong, but that's just from the background. It looks like a little office within the gas station. So it looks like this might be very early on, because it's daytime as well. Something that they done in the original Halloween was set at daytime mostly for the first half of the movie, and then the second half of the movie was mostly at night time. I think they're going to do that with this Halloween. So this scene to me looks like it's maybe an early scene, just after Michael breaks out or gets away from the coach that crashes. So that's my thoughts on the new images that we saw. It doesn't tell us a whole lot, and I think that's what the production images are for, because they get us asking questions and they get us thinking about what's going to happen in the movie. These production stills, I think those scenes will stay in the movie because they've already done a few reshoots, and I don't think they're going to leak or send out production images only for them not to be in the movie at this point in time. So I think those scenes that we see in this in these 4 images will be in the movie. I just don't know about that body underneath the sheet. It could definitely be, well, I think it's definitely the babysitter, but they could change that because they could just show that production image and change the body underneath. So that's still questionable, but the other 3 are very interesting, and it just confirms that yes, it's definitely rated R. What do you think of these images, guys? Does it give anything away for the movie? Leave your comments down below, and also if you were questioning if it was going to be PG-13 or rated R, then you know that your question has been answered. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.